My happiest moment is seeing the thousands of families one has touched. Is seeing that your country is also depending on the platform you created.
On the 24th of October 2014, Air Peace began operations and made history as the first Nigerian airline to lift 3,336 passengers on day one of operations.
When I met Alan, he had no clue about aviation. Some people come into the business for different reasons, but his own was not about making money. He just wanted to do it, be able to, employ people and then make impact in the society and then leave a legacy.
In under a decade, Air Peace revolutionized air travel, transporting Nigerians far and wide from local, regional, and international destinations, and connecting Africa to the rest of the world.
When I look back, and I remember the day I bought my first aircraft, that was my Donia 328 jet. I cried, I wept. Growing up from a humble beginning and getting to where one was then, the feeling was very emotional moment. I was crying on the aircraft, and Gwelaho was by my side and patting me on the back. And it was over the international waters we signed the delivery of the aircraft.
From the purchase of a Dornier 328 jet, Air Peace acquired and registered the first Boeing 777 aircraft in Nigeria, and also set a record in West Africa with a firm order for 10 brand new Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft.
The only satisfaction I get is when I get to the airport and see our planes taking off and landing. It gives me it raises my adrenaline. I like seeing it. I like going on the streets and looking towards the skies and seeing an aircraft, and it is Air Peace. It makes me happy. It's addictive.
Air Peace is the first airline in Africa with a firm order for 13 brand new Embraer 195 E2 jets with purchase right for 17 more.
In 10 years, we've been able to do 8 international destinations, namely Guangzhou in China, Mumbai, India, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Sharjah in UAE, Dubai in UAE, that's DXB, and we're also doing Johannesburg in South Africa, of course London.
Air Peace has won numerous awards, including the Best Airline in West Africa in 2018, Air Transport Industry Achievement Award in 2019, and Outstanding Service Award by the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria in 2023, among other laurels. President Muhammadu Buhari awarded Dr. Alan Onyema with National Productivity Order of Merit Award in 2022.
And I think on the same 2022, I was conferred with the Commander of Order of the Niger. But I could tell you for sure, the one I cherish most was the one given to me where the ex-militants also came to honor me. When they gave me the Pan-Nigerian Nationalist Award, I was honored with the Pan-Nigerian Nationalist Award by the Eminent Friends Group, and of course, EFG. Of course, all the militant leaders, they were all at Oriental Hotels to honor me. I think it's the one I cherish most, to be honest. It was given by the people, and I felt good about it. Such honors are some kind of motivation for me to do more. I always believed in this country And I keep on saying it. I have no apologies to anyone, dead or alive, for my love of Nigeria. I always believed in one indivisible Nigeria. That is my belief. When I told my mother, oh, I've seen somebody to marry, but she's from Kogi State, she's Hausa, because in the East, then everybody believed that anybody from after Nsuka, from Benue to Sokoto is Hausa. I said she's Hausa. And my parents said, and so what? Don't you like her? What is wrong with Hausa? I said, no, I'm just saying it so that you don't say your first son is marrying outside Igbo land. They said, please bring her during your sister's wedding and for them to see. That was how I married. When I rescued Nigerians from South Africa, a lot of people were like, wow. We saw on television Nigerians running helter-skelter, being beaten, being killed in South Africa. What angered me was that a minister of government from South Africa called Nigerians drug pushers, criminals, and all that. My country is unnecessarily and unfairly stigmatized by the international community. It dawned on me that what was happening to Nigerians then in South Africa had the blessings, maybe, I may be wrong, I may be right, of their government. So I now told my colleagues there, I said, why not we dispatch everybody one jet to South Africa to bring back Nigerians? Some people said, Alan, please, I'm not Buhari, I'm not the president of the country, so leave us alone. And I said, we need to sort out this problem now. Our people are dying in South Africa. Can I have the number of the Foreign Affairs Minister, Mr. Onyema? I said, you know what? I want to bring back Nigerians. For every Nigerian in South Africa, I'm ready to bring everybody back. I don't care how many flights, how many shuttles it will take to bring all of them back. No matter how many they are, I'm ready to do 20 flights to go and bring them back. Would you allow me to do that? He said, is this Alan Onyema? I said, yes. Are you sure? I said, yes, this is Alan Onyema. He said, okay, give me some 2 hours. He gave me 2 hours. Within 30 minutes, I saw breaking news from the federal government that the CEO of Airpeace has volunteered to evacuate Nigerians living in South Africa free of charge. What Airpeace did helped in stopping xenophobic attacks of that year. Do you know the cabin crew, over 100 cabin crew that did those flights, none of them agreed to take an allowance. They said it was their own contribution. They were proud. My pilots were proud. When they got to the South African airspace and they were not being allowed to land, they continued hovering. They were not ready to come back. They forced themselves in and finally they allowed them to land. And they landed. Nigerians, they were stamping 10 years ban. They were stamping some ban on their passport. They didn't care. I saw Nigerians singing national anthem at the Oliver Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg. I saw Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, all the ethnic nationalities that make up this country holding hands together, hugging each other. Nigerians were very proud. Even now, I'm still feel like shedding tears with what happened.
Airpeace philanthropic endeavors extend beyond providing relief to the most vulnerable across the country.
We had some people that were forgotten by this country who had brought laurels to this nation. The sporting heroes of 1976, the aborted 1976 Montreal Olympics in Canada. These athletes, it took them 4 years between 1972 and 1976 to prepare for that Olympics Games in Montreal, Canada. Young people. And when they got there, they were already in Canada. On the eve of the Olympics, they were told they had to go back home. Their country recalled them. Nigeria recalled their athletes because our country was protesting against the apartheid in South Africa. So the Nigeria led the boycott of the games, led the other 27 African countries to boycott the games. They cried because those people would have been champions today. Their lives could have been better after the Olympics. But for the love of country, they obeyed. They were crying as they were going into the plane, but they obeyed happily. They wanted to support a broader African country, but you could see what is happening today between Nigeria and South Africa. And they got onto the plane and they were brought back to Nigeria. But they were brought back and forgotten. APs gave out financial rewards to all of them. But now, to honor them and make them feel proud of their nation, we gave all of them lifetime unlimited business class flights. Unlimited. They deserve it. We made them APs ambassadors. I think I have two proudest moments. They're on equal pedestal. And that was the first evacuation we did in South Africa. It was one of my proudest moments. My second proudest moment was March 30th when we had our inaugural flight to London. It was because before then, Nigerians were paying 17 million naira to do a 6-hour trip on business class. They were paying between 3 to 5 million at a time on economy and premium economy. So, but when we came, we brought it down to 1.2 million naira for economy and about 4 million for business class, saving people about 13 million naira that they would have expended. And these things had a strain on the country's treasury. So, being instrumental in helping one's nation, I don't have any apologies to any country for being pro-Nigeria.
This is the Airpeace flight live, direct to London Gatwick, the inaugural flight of Airpeace. Here, the captain of Central.
Airpeace was also instrumental in the distribution of relief materials to indigent members of the public during the COVID-19 outbreak in 2020 and brought back medical supplies to the country free of charge.
During COVID, it was Airpeace that was running around the whole world for this country during COVID. Went to India 12 times, Malaysia once, Indonesia once, Thailand once, South Africa once, UK twice. We went to China 3 times to bring medical supplies for this country, saving over 220 million people free of charge. I would like to thank the flying public for keeping faith with us. They've been very awesome. They've been supportive of our operations and what we do in Airpeace. So we owe them a lot of gratitude. And I want to also thank my family. Especially my wife, the vice chairman. It's not been easy, managing an airline and having a family. I'm also thankful to our staff. They believe in Airpeace. They give it their all to make sure that the airline is good on all fronts. However, I'm most thankful to some of our management staff, particularly Mrs. Toyin Olajide, who is our Chief Operating Officer. Toyin has given it her all. She has done a lot for Airpeace. Of course, there are other people also I will not forget. Our Chief Finance Officer, who is Ejiro. Ejiro has given it all too. When we brought Ejiro, it was my wife actually that said, why not bring that girl that was working in the bank, that I think she could do that job. When we were looking for leadership in the finance department, And I said, but she's too young to. So it doesn't matter, please. So we brought Ejiro. Recently, I discovered another star, and that is my daughter, Nena. Nena, everything about London, I mean, she's very outstanding. I'm happy I sent her to Embry-Riddle in America to do her MBA in aviation airline management, even though she's a lawyer. So she's a good addition. She's a fantastic addition. She's fantastic also. Of course, our pilots, I think our pilots are the best in the world. I feel very comfortable when they are flying us. Our SLP is very, very stringent. Our pilots are one of the best. Our cabin crew, they are giving it their all. It's not easy being in the skies every moment of their lives. I give it to them. Of course, even the ground handlers, the engineering department, they're all there, they're all doing very well. A lot of people say, why is it that it's women in Air Peace? In the management of Air Peace, apart from me and my wife, who is the vice chairman of Air Peace, out of 28 member management, about 21 are women. So Air Peace is being run by women. So we are very proud of what the women have done in Air Peace. Of course, our men also have tried. I can't sit here and name everybody. You are so many. But be proud that you've created over 50,000 job opportunities for people in your country. You should be proud that you are moving the economy of your nation. That if you shut down today, it will affect the economy of this country. If you go down today, a lot of people will be jobless. A lot of families will suffer. So this is something we must guard jealously. We must guard it jealously. Both the government and people of Nigeria, not just Air Peace, other airlines too. Here's to many more years to come, and it's our prayer to God Almighty that in 20 years' time we'll be here again to talk about more successes without any hitch. Thank you for flying Air Peace.